Hey guys, it's Andrew with the Avalon Legacy again. I have my first ever PSA sub that I've ever done personally. I did it through Cheese's Treasures, Pokemon CoolTrainerCheese. And so I've always been very hesitant to send cards to PSA myself because I'm just always afraid of like things getting lost in the mail or whatever, having to package everything and blah, blah, blah. And just being like, okay, I'm just waiting for my cards. My cards are out and about. They're not in my vicinity. I can't check on them, and also there's very few cards that I want to get graded. So like, I have like a handful of cards I actually want to get graded, and most of them are Japanese. I just prefer Japanese graded cards. But anyway, so I submitted 6 cards with Cheese, and I submitted them back on July 28th with it. He sent them, a little after that, but I gave them to him around July 28th. And they finally came back like last week or 2 weeks ago. So we're going to go through them. I do know the grades, so I'm not going to like act surprised. I'm very happy with them. Very surprised on some of them. So we'll start off. The first one is, and you'll probably see at least 1 or 2 of them in the thumbnail. First one is this Sandshrew. Upon first glance, you would think it's just a regular common Sandshrew, but when you turn it over, it is from Trainer Deck A. So I don't know how many people, really know about these or are familiar with them. Definitely more than they were, 10 years ago. But these were technically one of the first, prints of these cards because they were put into 2 separate decks, Trainer Deck A and Trainer Deck B. And they were given out to, hobby stores and shops to try and get people to, bring in the Pokemon TCG, basically. So there was, Trainer Deck A was a Brock deck. And it famously comes with a non-holo base set Machamp, which is, the only non-holo version of that card. But anyway, I wanted Sandshrew. I bought this pretty much, right before I was going to send this in for PSA. Because I wanted one from Trainer Deck A and Trainer Deck B. I got Sandshrew because Sandshrew is one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, and Sandshrew was my nickname back with my local Pokemon group back in the day. So, very special to me. So, this is the one, really disappointing grade because I did buy it. I bought it knowing it was already kind of damaged, so it did get a 6, which is fine. I don't care about the grades because I'm not reselling these. I'm a huge proponent of buy the card, not the grade. Or grade the card for the card, not for the grade you're going to get, I guess. If it's for your personal collection, obviously. If you're trying to sell, obviously you want it to be higher. But yeah, I wish I got a 7. 7's my favorite number, so I just like seeing 7s. This is the only PSA 6 in my collection so far. But you can see it is damaged. The corners are very rough on the front and the back. But I'm just glad to have it. At the time I bought it, there was only 3 on eBay. 2 of them were graded with CGC, and they were over $100. I bought this one for, it was 40 or 50. I should have brought up the eBay thing. It was something like that around there. So I got it graded. Yeah, so there's that. So then following that, we have a card from Trainer Deck B. This one, I'll show you the back. See, Trainer Deck B. This one I bought years ago, I don't even know how long, 15 years ago. No, not that long. 10 to 15 years ago, I bought it for $5 on eBay. So big discrepancy between the Sandshrew and the Staryu. But this is also one of my favorite cards from base set. Something about the 3D model, the simple, beach, I just love it. So I basically, but between these two, it's both, you have the Ken Sugimori stock art and the 3D Keiji Kinenbuchi art. So, it's just, it's cool seeing the 2 sides of base set, basically. I'll put this over here so you can see what I'm covering. But, yes, this one got a 8, which is nice because it was in really good condition. There's a little bit of whitening in the corner, and there's, a little surface thing right there. But, other than that, it was pretty good. And I've just kept this in my collection for all these years and finally got it graded. So, very happy to have both Trainer Deck A and B. Just 1 card from each. So, yep. Okay, next one is for my Shiny collection. We have the Shining Magikarp 25th Anniversary Edition Japanese promo. I bought this and the next card like together from the same seller on eBay. I forgot how much I paid. I think I paid like $25 for this one and like $30 or $35 for the other one, the next one. But right when I bought them, I knew they were gonna be graded very well. Plus they're modern cards, so that helps a lot. So it did get a 10, which is sick. So this is actually, the next card is technically my first 10 because it was submitted first. But well, obviously it's gonna be my first one because this is my first submission. But yes, very happy to have a 10 on this. It is gorgeous. This is one of my favorite cards of all time. Obviously, if you've watched some of my previous videos, the Shiny Magikarp from Neo Revelation First Edition was my first shiny Pokemon card I ever pulled, and it was the first shiny they ever made in Japanese. So, yeah, just really glad to have this. Now, the only one I need is the fan club promo, 600 or 6,000 points. No, 600 point promo with the Neo Destiny embossed foil. That's the only shiny Magikarp I need. So, that's like my holy grail. So one day I'll hopefully have that. And then the next one, similar to the previous one, we have the Umbreon Gold Star 25th Anniversary Edition. This goes without saying. The original version of this card is my favorite card from Generation 3. I famously bought it on eBay for like $20 millions of years, like 15 years ago. The original one, not this one. But this one I got from the same seller as the Magikarp for like $35. And I graded it with the Magikarp, obviously. Very similar condition as the Magikarp, and it did get a 10. Yes. Freaking awesome. So I was expecting both of these to get 10s, honestly, because when I got them in and I looked at them, I was like, yeah. I bought them to grade them, first of all, just because I wanted them for my shiny collection. Yes, feels so good to have this. And this one, the way he ordered the submission was this one was first and then this one. So this was my first PSA 10 that I have gotten graded from my like personal collection. Yep, it's amazing. I love it. Perfect card. Yeah. All right, and then we got, so these next two are also more modern cards. So it is my favorite card from Scarlet and Violet so far, I should say. The Iron Valiant Special Illustration Rare. I was hesitant to send this one in because it does have two print lines. One is pretty obvious, right across here. You know, you can only see if the hollow goes to it, obviously, but it is very unfortunate. The other one's at the bottom, so it's more hidden. But I wasn't going to buy another one. I already have to, like, plan my collection purchases very specific, so I just submitted this one. But I'm glad I did because it got a 10, which is sick. I kind of, like, expected it to get a 10, but, like, it was still surprising to me. So, freaking awesome. My favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. My favorite card from Scarlet and Violet so far. Yeah. We'll see what next year brings to the table, but, you know, I'm just glad to have this because Iron Valiant is so sick. Yep. All right. And then the last one is my favorite card from Sword and Shield. It is the Zeraora Alt Art, or Special Art in Japanese, from Jet Black Spirit, which is Chilling Reign in English. I bought this for like $50 on eBay a few years ago. I think I bought it like right when the set came out. Yeah, 2021. So I bought it even before Chilling Reign came out in English because I needed it. I knew I needed it. Zeraora is one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon. This art is amazing. Yeah, and when I got it, it did have like a tiny nick at the top. At least I thought it did. But like when I got it, when Cheese showed it to me, it was a 10, which is crazy. I definitely thought it was going to get a 9. So I'm super happy to have a 10 with this. Like, this is so sick. But the pressure's on because I want to get a PSA graded card of each of my favorite cards from every era, basically. Or my favorite alt arts specifically. So I wanted, you know, Iron Valiant for Gen 9, Zeraora for Gen 8, and then I want the Alolan Raichu Raichu and Alolan Raichu tag team alt art. But now I kind of want it in a 10 so it matches these two. So, like, just going to have to go for that. But this card is just, oh my god. Like, I love it so much. And it's number 74, which is my favorite number. Yes. So, that was the submission. I'm very excited about it. Like, this is so sick. These are some of my favorite cards of all time. So, like, having them graded and the fact that they were graded from my personal collection is just awesome. Let's see if I can get a good thumbnail here. And then the light. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you later. And I'll post this on Instagram too eventually. So, see you later.